I want to focus on another point to help you with your writing, which is expanding your introductions and your conclusions. Don't neglect these important parts of your paper. So it's normal and correct for you to put most of your energy into your body paragraphs in the first phase of your paper writing, but then you really need to come around and put equal attention into your introductions and conclusions. Introductions and conclusions are important. They are the first impression at the beginning of your paper and the last impression at the end. So these really are important to your reader and to your teacher. And they are real paragraphs. They deserve serious attention. They shouldn't be much shorter or much less detailed than your body paragraphs. So I really like looking at your papers with you. Okay, so this is a student's paper. And I have each sentence from the introduction in a different color. Okay, so 4 sentences is really not enough for your introduction and conclusion, and that was common. Most of you had really short introductions and conclusions. So it's time to expand. That means you probably have a good base, but grow it out, make it more full. Okay, so let's read this introduction together. For many years now, we have been sold the idea that farms are this big place with a lot of different animals, most of them healthy and happy. Red barns with several farmers working long days all the year. I'm sure that a lot of people had this or a similar idea, and probably a long time ago this was in fact true. However, what nobody imagined is that science and technology arrive to the farms and bring with them a different way to harvest and raise animals. So this is not bad at all. It has all the parts that I would look for. This introduction is doing a reversal, right? So we've been sold this idea. So the yellow part starts with beautiful farm happy animals. The green part starts to talk about the farmers working. The blue part says most people think this way, but it's not true. So this is where we do the reversal. And then the purple part is the thesis statement. Okay, so I want to grow each of these parts. I want the yellow, the green, the blue to all be longer. Your thesis statement is only going to be 1 sentence, but as we'll see in a moment, it should be extremely clear what your thesis statement's going to say before you say it. So let's take a look. So let's start with linking back to what we talked about last time, the idea of teaching your reader. So remember that you need to teach your reader, and this is even more important than your introduction because your reader is coming to your paper completely innocent and fresh. They have no idea what you're going to say. Okay, that's how you need to approach it. So you want to start with a sentence at the beginning that's clear and approachable and not going to tax your reader's brain, right? And then add new information one by one using the principle of old information first, new information second. So let's see how we could apply this to our introduction. So I've separated the parts into their colors. Here's our part 1 and part 2. So imagine you're a new reader. You have no idea what this paper is about. And it says, for many years now, we've been sold the idea that farms are this big place with a lot of different animals, most of them healthy and happy. So it's not super confusing, but there's a little too much in there. So we just want to simplify it a little bit. So I'm going to go through some things here. When you use the word now, for many years now, it's like you remember a time before when this wasn't true. So I'm just going to take that out for many years, okay? For many years, we have been sold the idea that farms are this big place. Well, farms are big places. So that's a little strange to me. I think it's because we're talking about animals, and so this is relating to CAFOs, but I think it's going to confuse the reader later on when you're talking about big farms. So let's change this to something like beautiful place. With a lot of different animals, most of them healthy and happy. So we're going straight into animals, and I think it's better to start more general, and then we can add animals second. So I'm reading down here, and we have red barns and several farmers working. So red barns and several farmers working don't really go together, and this idea of red barns is very basic. So I'm going to put it up here. A beautiful place with red barns. Something like that. Okay. Then, a lot of different animals. So let's start a new sentence. There are. Or, on these farms there are a lot of different animals. So now we introduced the idea of farms, and now we're repeating farms. There are a lot of different animals. The other part that's a little strange for me is most of them are healthy and happy. It's a little specific for your reader, like in our minds, I think all of them are healthy and happy, right? So if we're talking about our imagination, let's just call them happy and healthy. In these farms, there are a lot of different animals. Something like that, okay? So now we're applying the principle of old information, new information, keeping things really simple and clear. All right, so down here, I already took out the red barns part. Let's see. So I want to kind of introduce the idea of fields. These farms, there are a lot of different animals, and they are healthy and happy. Okay, I like that. So we don't have a really good jumping point here, so I'm going to repeat an older version from up here, an older idea. This idea people have. So I'm going to repeat that. And several means like 3, so it's kind of specific. So let's take that out. This is our imagination anyway, right? People also think of farmers working long days. So let's expand this. The idea is that they're not really doing hard labor anymore, right? They're just pushing buttons. So let's put that in there. What else can we say about the farmers? Let's give a little more space here. Off the screen. Okay. Go back. People also think of farmers working long days all year and doing hard labor, but the farmers are rewarded by knowing they are feeding their community. I spelled that wrong. All right, so people think, and then we introduce the idea of farmers. Then farmers start off here. All my complicated ideas are at the end of the sentence. Okay, and we've expanded our yellow, we've expanded our green. Let's move on to the next part. So now we want to cover the thesis statement. So how do we get there? How do we get to the thesis statement? Just keep going. Lead all the way to that thesis statement step by step, one new piece of information at a time. For some people, the thesis statement felt like a surprise when I got there. It shouldn't be a surprise at all. In fact, your thesis statement should be set up so well by the other sentences that your reader could guess exactly what you're going to say. You're almost just repeating information you've already said at that point. The thesis statement is less about creativity and more about clarity. Okay. So let's look at the next two parts of this introduction. Okay, I'm sure that a lot of people had this or a similar idea, and probably a long time ago this was a fact, or in fact true. Okay, that's good. However, what nobody imagined is that science and technology arrive to the farm and bring with them a different way to harvest and raise animals. So let's just expand this first part a little bit. It's definitely on the right track. So would you say probably a long time this was in fact true? Let's just say it is. We feel confident, right? And I'm shortening instead of expanding. A long time ago, this was in fact true. Now, this is our thesis statement, but I feel like it should be part of the reversal because I just don't feel like our reversal is finished yet. We need a little bit more to talk about that change, the difference. So I'm going to go in here and see if I can change that color. There we are. Change to the blue. So let's make that part of the reversal. However, nobody imagined. What nobody imagines is that science and technology arrived to the farms and brought. So let's just make all of our verb tenses in the past because this is already finished, right? Okay, so from here, what should we do with our thesis statement? So I can tell that this paper is going to talk about harvesting and raising animals. So that is 2 points. So let's say farms are very different from our imagination in 2 important ways. And I'm going to give it a new color. Okay, so here you can see that this thesis statement is really almost repeating everything